Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to another video. No, it's a boy SA. Yeah, right. So coming up in today's video, guys, it all dusted. The West Indies have been ousted out of the T20 World Cup. And a lot of people have their opinion on why the West Indies fell. In the group stage of the Super 8, and I am here to really zoom in on one specific person who basically believed that the reason why the West Indies fell was because of their dot ball percentage. You understand? He's saying that the West Indies need to learn to bat and rotate the strike in the middle. You understand? And stop sucking up so much that ball, because at the end of the day it come back and bite you. And that was where he believed that West Indies lost out in this T20 World Cup. And a matter of fact, I can't blame him, because everybody have their opinion as regards to why the West Indies fail, and who made the West Indies fail, and what type of change the West Indies should make. And there's a lot of people giving their own opinion, guys. As soon as the West Indies lost against South Africa last yesterday night, yesterday morning might say, you understand? And people was like, suck Darren Sammy, suck Rockman Paul as captain, give Shea up the captaincy. People, the Caribbean fans are people who sometimes I wonder, guys, are they watching the same cricket that I'm watching, or are they sensible cricket fans who understand the game to an extent? We all understand the game, but we can't really understand the game fully. You understand? Because cricket is an unpredictable game. You understand? At one point, the West Indies were performing head over stomp, beating everybody in their path. But at the end of the day, people, it takes consistency and it takes team effort to really continue being dominant. And we all knew that the West Indies power was West Indies strength was the power of the power hitting. You understand? But some people, people, it's like, I personally felt it that the West felt bad because the West Indies was basically the best team in the competition, in my opinion. And everybody gonna say it, everybody have their own opinion. But at the end of the day, people, it just wasn't their time, or wasn't them. It was meant for them to win this year's T20 World Cup. You understand? So there's nothing me and you can say to really change the future or what is already predestined to happen to the West Indies. But man, some people in some of the website, guys, are checking. Or might check on Facebook and you see what I'm talking about. People is like, stop the captain. I know the captain never performed well, and I'm not here to defend him. But to be frank, he led the team pretty well. He's not been firing with the bat, yes, but he did lead the team properly. You understand? And West Indies only have themselves to blame. I believe that where the West Indies really went wrong was the England game. You understand? And I said it already. West Indies have their own destiny in their hand. You understand? That England game, they shouldn't switch up the game plan from the one that beat Afghanistan. You understand? They should never have bringing back Romaro Shepherd. Him though Romaro Shepherd is a good player, but the man hasn't really been performing well in the tournament with a bat or ball. And you bring back the man based on what favoritism, or you believe that that's your strongest team. When Obed Mackay is the leading wicket taker and that pitcher playing, and you prefer to left the man out and bring in a man who is not really in the form that you would love him to be in. And then you're gonna say Darren Sammy was like, he believed he made the right choice when he left out Obed Mackay out of that match. And I am here to say I can't say he wrong or not, because he's the coach and everybody make their own decision. But you have to understand that a team that is winning, you can't switch it up that much. And we saw it happen time and time again. The momentum that the team had, we saw Obed Mackay pick up those 3 wickets. And I was saying they should play Obed Mackay, but at the end of the day, they went back for a Shepherd, and Shepherd never really, should I say, did anything that really outstanding in the match. And after the fans call out and say they were unpleased with it, Darren Sammy made the change, but at that time it was too late. You understand? Because we could have beat England, the people. It's not like we couldn't beat England. We could have beat and we should have. But you look at the that ball percentage, that 51. You understand? And then it's all in the 50s, guys, and that's not good. You understand? Uncle Afghanistan, I think they have less that ball, and that's not good. The West Indies need to rotate the strike and turn those that balls into one. You can't have 50 at delivery at that balls, guys, in the 120 balls. You have to understand that actually nearly half of 50 people. You understand? So the West Indies need somebody who to negotiate those that ball, because you can't always rely on your power. We know the power winning matches, yes, but at the end of the day, you have to really be prepared to really negotiate the ones and the twos, not always searching for the big shot. And I believe that some, I don't want to single out any player, guys. I'm gonna zoom in on this article that we saw Kenneth Benjamin saying that too many dot balls. You know, that's the reason why he believed that West Indies fell 20 runs short of competitive total against Pro Tees. So he was in the interview, people, and he was asked what his thoughts on West Indies performance versus the Pro Tees, which is South Africa. And he was like, I'm gonna quote a little article to you guys. It was like, if I were to go back and do anything different, is when the captain Rovman Paul went into bat. I would have sent Rutherford because of who was bowling, and maybe that is the only thing I would have done. I don't see anything wrong with the 11 that played, but it just so happened that we faced 57 dot balls, and that's not good enough. And what we don't understand is that aggressive batting singles are part of that, he said. And I agree with him, people. You see, don't know if you guys were watching the match when Ravman Powell come to the crease. I was like, sure, friend should have come, but Ravman Powell seems as if, alright, he want to responsibility. He's not going to, you know, really leave it to anybody else. He was like, I'm going to take the responsibility. But unfortunately, he should have understand that his batting is not up in the moment at the tournament. So I understand. So give somebody who is in form. And then we saw Sheriff and Rutherford come, guys, and he got duck. You understand? So Benjamin had a point there, but too much that ball in the innings, man, people. That's not going to help the West Indies at all going forward. We know it's a powerful team, but too much that ball. But let's continue. Obed Mackay bowled the final over, guys, and we're not going to blame Obed Mackay for those that second delivery that the man work for a boundary. I'm not going to blame Obed Mackay for that. You understand? He got 7 to defend. He what, 9 to defend, half 6, or what was it? Something like that. 9 half 7 or 9 half 6, 8 half 6, something like that. It come down to the final over, and we all understand that it takes something special for the West Indies to pull off that victory. But I believe the rain come and really play a part in it as well, and it's still, it perform, but let's continue this article. The only thing I was a little bit disappointed with was when Alzari and Russell got bowled out in consecutive overs. I would have saved one of them because at that time there were two new batters in, and if I was going to bowl Mackay against them is when I would have slipped him in. When Russell bowled out, because it was always under 6 runs and over, and if you're going to bowl out Alzari and Russell, and yes, Chase come back and held it down for 5 balls, but gave a boundary on the last ball, but knew that last over was going to be something. When I look at who they had, and we say that Moti is our number one spinner, then I would have to die with Moti and not because he went for 20 in his first over. These things happen, the former player said. So he wasn't pleased with Ravman Powell giving Obed Mackay the final over. As I said, I'm not going to blame anybody. And can it happen? It happened. You're not gonna blame anybody and say Rate days are the reason why. But Moti, I believe 1 over for 20 runs, he was expensive, and I believe that Ravman Powell is saying that I don't feel confident in giving Moti the last over, and that was where the match, I don't want to say, but it happened, people. It happened. I'm not gonna look for any scapegoat, people. I'm not gonna be in that type of person now. I'm more mature now to really look at the game in a bigger perspective and say I'm not going to look for any scapegoat right about now. The team performed fairly well. It's just the fact that it wasn't their time, and they lost. You understand? The night, it wasn't their night. And we have to just understand that. You understand? But Benjamin said that it was a hard loss, but such is the nature of the game. And I agree with him. He said because T20 is so dynamic, it is not going to be who you play, what bowler you play, or what position somebody bats, or if somebody is in a catching position, because the game is so dynamic that One ball, one over, one spell, one four, or one dot ball could make the difference. And so I cannot say that West Indies played badly or South Africa played well, because it was just the dynamics. As you saw Sunday night, the game kept changing, and this will happen in these types of games, and especially when you are playing a lot of them. He said, you understand? So it was like they are, I don't want to say tired or so, but they've been playing a lot of game back to back and less time to rest. Even though they are professional, they still need that time to rest. But it happened. You understand? People not gonna say sit here and basically blame anybody, as I said. You know it happened. But I really wanna hear from you guys. Do you agree or disagree with him saying that too much that bar was the reason why West Indies fell in the match versus Pro Tees, and are you gonna push the blame onto the field? You know the field was a hard one to batten and reiterate it, but leave your thoughts down below as well. Big up on yourself and subscribe if you're new. Alright, little more.